Hey folks, welcome to Dave's Kitchen. And in this particular video, we're going to do what I call intermission snacks. And well, I don't know if you're watching football, but most of you up here in Canada watch hockey. So when the break between periods come, you can throw it in the oven, pull it out before it's over, and start eating. And it tastes even better, especially if your team's winning. Okay, let's get started. Okay, folks. So what I'm going to do here is we've got some brie cheese here. And this brie cheese, all I'm going to do is just score the top. In this, well, you can put it in whatever pan you want. But I'm just going to score the top, and what I'm going to do is mix. It's a bruschetta mix. So I've got is tomato, and I'm just going to finish cutting it. As you can see, it's without the seeds. Okay, because if you got the seeds in, it just turns out too watery. Okay, so I've got about 4 plum tomatoes in here. You got to use plum tomatoes. But I'm doing a double version here. So, first part, tomatoes in. Okay. Second part, we've got, in this particular one, well, I got a bunch of olive oil. Well, there's about a quarter cup. Garlic, you gotta have garlic in this thing. So garlic, there's about 4 cloves. You're not gonna need that if you're doing one batch, which everything's gonna be in my description, but like I said, I'm doing a double batch, so there's 4 cloves of garlic in here. Now, what I also use is a little shot of lemon juice, just a shot. Maybe like a shot glass or something. Secret ingredient. After basil, I've got basil. It's dried because I couldn't get fresh today. So the secret ingredient, horseradish. And this horseradish, it's just going to blend in and give it a little bit of an extra kick. And it's gonna taste good. Also, cracked black pepper. You gotta have a good amount. Make sure it's cracked. Don't throw the powdered stuff in and all that stuff that you get. And you gotta have some salt. This particular recipe, I'm using kosher salt. Probably about, I don't know, a teaspoon and a half. And then what you do is you gotta mix. And unfortunately I didn't have a mixer here, but now I do. So you gotta mix. I've got the oven preheated to 350. That's all it's gonna take, because what you want is some of this around the cheese, and you just want the cheese to be soft, melty, so that you can put it on some crostinis, which I'm going to show you in a second. Okay, so actually this might need just a tad bit more olive oil. There we go. Okay, mix it all together. Make sure it's all combined. And this bruschetta mix, well, you can put it in with the cheese, but the rest, put it in the fridge so the flavors combine, because you're going to put it on toast. Okay, so after that, take the cheese, and put some of the bruschetta mix around the cheese. Okay? And once you got it around the cheese, then you're going to put it in the oven till it's like, well, I'm a little short. I probably should have done a little bit more tomatoes. Well, you know what? I'm just going to add it all. Because normally what happens, proper bruschetta is the bruschetta mix and it's cold going on to hot. That's the proper way to do it. That's the way it tastes the best. Okay, so here what I'm going to do is put that in at 350. Okay, so that goes in. I also have a bunch of crostinis here, and these, actually this bread I made last night. So it's French bread. You can use a baguette. This is the same thing, it's a baguette. That's what I made last night, and you put it in. Now, when you put this in, these things normally, I put them in at 400. It's at 350, so after about 7 minutes, you're gonna have to flip them. Okay, so let me put it in right now, and we'll come back in 7 minutes and check it out. Halfway through the cooking process, all of 15 minutes, you gotta flip them. And when you flip them, take and rub garlic all over them. Okay? So this gets the garlic right down in there. Okay? So cheese is cooking. By the time these are done, the cheese is going to be done. Now, take these and take about half of them, or whatever you want, and put some compound butter on them, which I have in another video on another recipe. But I'll put the recipe in the description. And this compound butter, oh, it's like amazing. Okay, so by the time the bottom gets crispy, that's going to be done. Then you put a little bit of grated parmesan on top, okay? And not the little stuff in the little container, just, you know, unless they grind it in front of you, or grate it in front of you, but not that stuff. Flip it over. It's going back in for another, like, I don't know, 7 minutes, and the rest should be done. Okay, folks, everything's ready. It's been like 15 minutes. You've got your bruschetta mix with your cheese that's nice and melty. Look at that. Okay, take that out. And you can dip inside, and you can use these crostinis to put the cheese the bruschetta mix on top, or if no one wants that, or they just want to add it on top, I've got the crostinis with the compound butter, melted parmesan right on top, and they're ready to go. Quick, 15 minutes. Okay, folks, that's the Intermission Snax. So, take a crostini, take a little bit of the cheese. Look at that. Put it right on top. And then take a little bit of the bruschetta mix, put it on top. Good to go. You can either have the other ones by themselves or put some bruschetta mix on top of those. So, that's the Intermission Snax. Cheers. And enjoy watching the football game. All the hockey games. Throw this in the intermission. No problem. Takes no time to make. Done. Don't forget, hit the subscribe button. Hit the like. Hit the bell. And we'll see you later. Take care. Stay safe.